My original diagnosis was a cancerous polyp in the rectal area. We discovered this through a colonoscopy, and wasn't sure what it was, but it did come back as a cancerous polyp. The choices at the time for to take care of this issue was to see if it could be removed by surgery, and it could not. The options were radiation or chemo, and I had already decided in my heart that the best course of action was to pursue as much natural as possible. I had already done some other things in my life regarding that, and went online, did a lot of research, and found Dr. Buttar. We knew that the natural course would be very controversial, and that type of treatment was frowned upon in certain sections, and even the oncologist we went to tried to deter us from that. And we just continued our pursuit and saw the videos that Dr. Buttar had, and were thoroughly convinced. My husband actually wanted me to go through the traditional route, and I said, can you just be fair enough and get the information first, you know, from Dr. Buttar, listen to it, and then make up your mind. And so once he did, he said, that makes perfect sense. It makes much more sense than as he read information regarding chemo and radiation, the destruction that ultimately does. So for my husband to have changed his mind completely says that the information that Dr. Buttar has put together made sense to somebody who thought more on the traditional lines. When I came to the clinic, we did ask a lot of questions as to how we would feel during it and what the process would be, and they were extremely thorough in sharing everything that we would experience. And you did feel as though you were going through a treatment, but not really, because you were so well taken care of. I can't say enough about the staff that tended to you regularly. So coming through it was much easier than I had expected it, considering the options of chemo, knowing what you went through with that, and then actually going through this type of therapy. You realize that's a major difference, a major difference. I was diagnosed in the end of last year, which was around November. We started treatment right at Christmas time, the week of Christmas, and finished the first week of June when I got the report that I was cancer-free. So that was 6 months. Yes, I have recommended the course of treatment here to many people already, and would highly recommend it because of the care that is given here. They are thorough with telling you every step that they're going to take, so that you are very much actively involved in it. It's not like going somewhere and saying, we're going to do this, and that's all you're going to know. You're very much involved in the plan of action, and you feel like you are being just as proactive in your own life as the doctor is. The other lifestyle changes that we have made, I've actually got my husband coming here for some other things, and we've recognized that through the education of proper eating, proper nutrition, and so forth, it's kind of helped us to recognize some things that we were doing wrong, even though we thought we were doing some things right. It's helped us to get more steady, more focused on a course of how we want to conduct our lives and live our lives and put into our lives. The only other thing that I have learned through this process myself is, as Dr. Buttar shares, that it's you're getting your life right from A to Z. And you're covering not only the physical aspect, but you're covering the emotional aspect. And there was, for me, a lot of growth in that emotional aspect, as well as getting my heart right and my life right in areas that maybe I hadn't thought about. And Dr. Buttar has been very helpful in that too.